All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. All right, let's get this weekend started. I don't know about you guys, but this week has felt a little longer, and that's okay. That means maybe it's a little fuller as well. Um, so yeah, I hope you're having a great day so far. Hopefully, you guys are about to have a good weekend. As you can see, I am here at the program still, but I am in the back room again today. So we have a couple other things happening up in the larger room. So I think some of our participants are still tuning in and watching on the big screen. If so, hello. And then otherwise, for those of you at home, hopefully you are joining here as well. So yeah, we'll go ahead. I'll get moving forward with the quote. So it says, life is not about having everything. It's about finding meaning in everything. I'll go ahead and say it again. Life is not about having everything. It is about finding meaning in everything. And I think this is a good quote to remember, especially right now when many of us feel like we've had things taken away from us, right? Whether it is time with family or social engagements or even just a normal routine, right? For so many of us, that is important. Waking up every morning, doing the same thing, having kind of our flow. And right now, we don't have a lot of those things. So instead of focusing on what we don't have, right, or focusing on that we don't have all the things, what do we do have? What what excuse me, what we have? What can that teach us? What meaning can be in the things that we do have? So yeah, I'll go ahead and read it again. Life is not about having everything, it's about finding meaning in everything. So, hopefully, you guys take that into the weekend. Hopefully, you're able to connect with that. And whatever it is in your day that you do have, hopefully, there's some meaning behind it and something there for you. So, I am going to go ahead and actually close the door really quick, and then we'll get to our starting position. But you guys can go ahead, get set up into your position, and we'll get started with the stretches here. All right, you guys, sorry about that. Just had to close off some of the ruckus, right? So go ahead, let's everyone get to our starting position. I'm gonna have a sip of tea here this morning. And we will come to our starting position. Feet are flat, hips are heavy. Feel the spine long and lifted here. And we're gonna start as we always do with 3 deep breaths. So I invite you to close the eyes here and inhale through the nose. Pull the breath in. Exhale, open mouth. Let the breath go. Inhale through the nose. Belly fills, chest expands. Exhale, open mouth. Let it all go. Last one. Deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, open those eyes. Come on back to the space that you're in, and we will start with our stretches. So, as always, we're going to begin with our legs here, our lower extremities. Go ahead and straighten them out in front of you as best as you can. And then we'll start by pointing and flexing the feet here, right? So, taking the toes away from the body and back towards the body, away and towards. And just keep moving. Good. Start to get the blood flowing, get the energy stirring. And as always, keep in mind if you are unable to see physical motion in the body, go ahead and close your eyes and see if you can watch as the body moves energetically. Good. Having that intention behind the motion, keeping the breath moving. Nice job, you guys. Just start to get everything stirring this morning. All right, go ahead. Keep those legs straight out in front of you, but then you can place them down here on the floor. So heels are resting, legs are long, feel the toes come back in towards the body. Take a breath in as you lengthen through the spine. And then as you exhale, gently reach in the direction of your toes here. Good. Now just start to ease into this posture. Notice what sensations you're feeling here, maybe sensing into the calves and the hamstrings. And just keeping the breath moving, smooth and steady. Try to let go. Let go of any holding or any tension. Nice job, you guys. Fluid with the breath, easy with the body. Go ahead, take another breath in here. And then exhale slowly, slowly. Come on back up to seated. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, bring your feet flat to the floor again. Bend in the knees, return to that starting position. And we'll take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good, nice work. All right, so now we're gonna get into our inner thighs here, our hip adductors. So we're just gonna take our knees and draw them in opposite directions. Good, so gently just pulling those muscles away from one another. Now you can continue to use the muscles of the legs and the hips here to draw the knees in opposite directions. Or if it feels good, you can use a hand or a forearm to gently push against those knees. Just further opening the stretch here, allowing it to be nice and easy. And then just smooth out the breath, right? Let go of any tension, let go of any holding. Nice job, you guys. Softly inhale. And softly exhale. Good. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale. Slowly come on back to center. Draw those legs back into midline. Once more, sit up nice and tall here. And we'll take another breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Awesome work, you guys. All right, we are going to move on to our Piriformis Stretch. So getting into the rotators of our hips, the glutes, everything in the back side here. So return to that starting position. Have your feet flat. Knees are bent. Feel your hips heavy, grounding into the seat beneath you. And then lengthen through the spine. Sit up nice and tall. Take a breath in. And we'll start with the right leg. Gently drawing that knee up into the chest here. Good, and then just starting to feel into sensation, breathing into the muscles and the tissues on the back side of the right hip. And now you can stay here or feel free to cross this leg over. And that's just gonna change the direction of the pull of the muscle here. And just notice, right? Notice what you feel. Maybe notice what you don't feel. There's no right or wrong here. Just giving yourself the time or space to breathe into sensation. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take an inhale here. And exhale, slowly release, let that go. Awesome job, you guys. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So once more, come to the starting position, lengthen through the spine, sit up nice and tall. And then we'll bring our left knee up into that chest here, gently pulling it into your torso. Good, and then continuing to breathe, feeling into sensation, noticing what you feel on the back side of the left hip. And then always you have the option of crossing that leg over, maybe changing the sensation, changing the stretch. And just continuing to breathe. Smooth and easy. Noticing where the stretch feels good. Maybe noticing where you need to back off. Good. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale. Slowly release. Let that leg go. Nice job, you guys. Let's go ahead. Take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Awesome work, you guys. All right, so we have worked our way through the legs. We're now going to move on to the trunk here. So stretching the spinal muscles, the abdomen, everything here in the core. So once again, come to your starting position. Legs and feet are flat and heavy towards the ground. Spine is long and lifted here. Sit up nice and tall as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, gently twist over to the right. Good. Now taking the hand grip of your choice here, you can either grab onto your leg or maybe the chair. Maybe your hands are just by your side, wherever it feels best in your body. Good. And then continue to breathe. Lengthen the spine as you inhale. And as you exhale, gently deepen the twist. Maybe bringing the gaze over the right shoulder. Good. Continuing to breathe. Smooth and steady here. Feeling into sensation. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently come on back towards center. Nice work, you guys. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So once more, sit up tall, lengthen through the spine as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, gently twist over to the left. Good. Once again, taking the hand grip of your choice. Lengthening through the spine here as you breathe in. Gently deepening the twist as you breathe out. Maybe the gaze comes over the left shoulder. And then just continue breathing. Feeling into the stretch. Breathing into sensation. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take another deep breath in. And exhale, slowly, slowly. Come on back towards center. Nice work, you guys. Let's go ahead and take a breath to reset here. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome work. All right, so where are we next? Our low back. See, it's Friday. Clearly I've moved into the weekend. Need to come back here, recenter, refocus. Go ahead, keep your legs exactly where they're at, and then we're going to start to round forward, bringing our hands down towards our feet here. Good, and then just moving the breath smooth and steady as you feel into the low back here, your lumbar spine. Just noticing what sensations come up. If it feels okay, you can release the weight of the head all the way over towards the floor. And just allowing the weight of gravity to pull on the spine here, opening up the entire back body. And if there's any compression or restriction, just back off a little bit. You can even place your hands here, maybe on your elbows, if that offers a little more support. And then just continue moving the breath. Softly in and softly out. Nice job, you guys. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly roll back on up. Good. Go ahead. Bring your spine back in line here. Let your blood pressure stabilize. Go ahead, take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Nice job, you guys. If your eyes were closed, go ahead and open them back up again. And now we're going to move into stretching the front of our body here. So return to that starting position. Feel your feet flat. Spine is long and lifted. Take a breath in. And then we'll start by squeezing our shoulder blades together, right? So pulling everything into the back side of your body here, maybe drawing your elbow points towards one another. Now, a couple options, depending on the height of your chair, you can take your spine up and over here. Good, just further opening up the entire front of the body, allowing your arms to come to either side, as long as there's not a table in the way. Good. Maybe the gaze gently comes up towards the ceiling. And then continuing to breathe. Feeling expansion with every breath in and a softening with every breath out. Allowing the abdomen and the pecs, the collarbone, the neck and the throat, everything on the front side of your body to stretch and open up here. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take another deep breath in. And then exhale slowly, slowly, slowly. Come on back up towards seated. Nice job, you guys. Let's go ahead, take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome work. All right, moving right along, we are going to go on to our arm bones here, our upper extremities. So we'll start by stretching the shoulders here, moving into a little bit of flexion, right? So flexion is taking this hand up and away from the body. Now, anywhere in this range is fine. Just make sure you're feeling into it for your body, not forcing anything. There shouldn't be any pain or strain. And then just continue to move the breath, right? So we have a couple of options with the hands here. We can take our fingers in between one another. If you're able to do that, I recommend just allowing the palm to open up a little bit more here. You can take a cupped grip, so clasping the hands over one another. You can utilize the strength of one hand to support the other. And then, of course, you can always do all of this with just one hand. So wherever it feels best for you, acknowledge that and honor it. Come on back to the starting position. Feel your spine long, but your hips heavy. Take the hand grip of your choice. And on your next breath in, gently begin to lift those arms up and away from the body. Good. Continue moving the breath here, slow and steady. Maybe your hands are reaching up overhead towards the ceiling, if that feels good. Make sure there's no pain here or any crunching of the joints. Good. Now, if there is any pain, just back off a little bit, right? Make sure you're at the height that works best for you. And then just continue breathing. Slow and steady with the breath, feeling into the stretch in the shoulders. Good. If you need to back off a little bit more, feel free to do that. Otherwise, on your next inhale, maybe gently lift those arms up over the head, reaching a little higher, maybe a little higher. One more breath in. And then exhale slowly, 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 slowly. Lower those hands down. Oh, nice job, you guys. You really want to make sure you release those shoulders nice and slow. Otherwise, you could re-injure, right, if they snap down or just a little too much extra pressure. So, okay. For those of you that have a table, I know all of you who are in the program here watching outside, go ahead and put your hands flat on the table. I'm going to turn and face this table as well to show all of you at home. So we want to have our hands supported on the table if possible. Now, if you don't have a flat surface, you can pretend, right? So just still allowing those arms to slide up and away from the body. But if you have the flat surface, allow it to support you. And then we're going to gently draw our fingers up and away from the body here. Good. So what we're working on here is our scapular glides. We're taking our shoulder blades and gently moving them away from each other. It's a small motion, but if you need to feel the difference, you can pull your shoulder blades towards one another and then try to wrap them around your torso. Right? So you're moving them up and away from one another as you continue to pull the arms up and away from the torso. Good, and then just continue breathing here, relaxing any tension in the stress, or in the neck or the shoulders. Let go of any stress. Good, keep that breath moving. Soft and steady here. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take another deep breath in. Reach those hands a little further away from you. And then as you exhale, gently come on back up to seated. Nice job, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and face you once more here. And let's return to that starting position. So feet are flat, knees are bent, hips are heavy. Let's go ahead, sit up nice and tall and take a breath to reset. So inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice job, you guys. All right, we are going to move into stretching the back of our arms here. So from our starting position, lengthen through the spine, sit up nice and tall, take a breath in, and then reaching up and across the body here. This is option number one, just gently drawing that hand away. Option number two, grabbing a hold of this other shoulder, right? Maybe just giving it a gentle pull. Notice what we feel over here. Option number three is using that free hand, if available, to cross the leg, cross the arm up and across your body. That would be quite the feat if you could take your leg up and across, right? All right, so just continue gently pulling that arm in here. Good, moving the breath, letting go of any tension or stress. If there's any pain, of course, back off. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take a breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release, let that arm go. Nice job, you guys. We'll go ahead and switch sides. So once more, sit up tall, take a breath in, and then bring the left arm up and across the body here. Good. Option number one, taking that hand away from you. Option number two, grabbing a hold of this opposite shoulder for a little support. Also maybe give it a gentle tug. Notice what you feel on the back side of the arm. And then option number three, if available, bringing that hand, right, giving it a little support and hugging that arm in towards the body. Good. And then tuning in, listening to the sensations. If there's any pain or any force, just back off a little bit. Otherwise, continue to feel into that sensation and keep the breath moving. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take another deep breath in here. And exhale, slowly release, let it go. Let's take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome job, you guys. All right, I am not going to forget today, shoulder rolls. Yesterday, I don't even know how I did it. It's my favorite part. Thank you, Bill, for reminding me, keeping me on track. So for all of you at home, for all of you in the program watching outside, let's go ahead, draw those shoulders up to the ears and back down again. Up to the ears and back down again. Good, just starting to feel into the neck and shoulders, releasing any tension or stress. Maybe go in both directions here. Nice job, you guys. Maybe alternate if that feels good. Just really honoring your body here, allowing it to feel nice and juicy. Good. There's a reason this is my favorite part. This just feels really nice in the neck and shoulders. How could I forget, you know? All right, go ahead, come on back to that starting position. We're going to bring our feet flat, knees bent, hips are heavy. Feel the spine long and lifted here. Relax the shoulders down. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently drop the right ear over to the right shoulder. Good. And then just allow yourself to begin to let go. Maybe close the eyes if that feels okay. Allowing the weight of the head to draw over towards the floor as you breathe into the left side of the neck. Watching and feeling as the muscles stretch open, softening away from one another. Keep the breath smooth and steady as you continue to relax, nice and easy. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, take another deep breath in here. And exhale. Come on back through center. Awesome job, you guys. All right, we'll go ahead and switch sides. So once more, sit up nice and tall. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, gently drop the left ear down to the left shoulder. Good. Once again, breathing smooth and steady. Allowing gravity to gently draw the weight of the head down towards the floor. So you breathe into the right side of the neck this time. Allowing the muscles to soften, melting around the bone. Just allowing everything to release and let go. Nice job, you guys. As you're ready, take a deep breath in, and then slowly begin to bring the chin down towards the chest. We'll start to make small circles here with the head on the neck. Moving a little slower than you think you should. Just breathing, feeling into sensation, feeling into the stretch. Making sure to go both directions here. Evening out the rotation. And just noticing as the stretch moves through all corners of the cervical spine here. Good. As you're ready, come on back through center. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your head back in line with your spine. Go ahead, relax the shoulders down. Feel the spine lengthen up as we return to our starting position. Feet are flat, hips are heavy, feeling length from hips all the way to head. And then we will finish just as we started with 3 deep breaths. I invite you to close your eyes once more as we inhale through the nose. Pull the breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Open mouth, exhale, let it all go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead. Blink those eyes back open. Come on back into the space that you're in. And that ends our stretching portion. So thank you all for joining, whether you're at home or out in the big room here at the program. Thank you guys so much for your participation. I am going to get set up for mindfulness, so hold tight and I'll be with you in a second. All right, you guys, you can see some of our arts and crafts from one of our previous programs. So that's going to be decorating our background. And let's see, who do we got out there? Good morning, Miss Vivian and all of Easter Seals. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. Mr. Robert, King Robert, hello, hello. So glad you guys are out there. Thank you for always showing up and letting me know that you're out there. We really appreciate it. We love still connecting with you guys. So hopefully you're having a good Friday. And then to everyone who is either at home or in the program just outside the room, go ahead and start to find yourself in a comfortable position. We are going to move forward with our mindfulness practice. And the idea behind this is to essentially just give ourselves a little bit of a break, right? A little bit of a break from all the mental chatter, all the chaos that's going on. And that could be on any normal day, right? We tell ourselves stories, we talk to ourselves all the time. The mind has a way of kind of running the show. And while we need that, right, it's super important. The brain is meant for processing and thinking and problem solving and all of those wonderful things. Sometimes we can get wrapped up in that. We can get stuck in our heads, right? And we can forget that we're here physically. Hang on, I have a little walkie-talkie that is talking to me, so I'm going to turn that off real quick. There we go. Speaking of excess chatter, right? Not just the voices in my head, but the voices from the walkie-talkie. All right, so again, the idea behind mindfulness is just to give ourselves the time, the space, and the opportunity, right, to see if we can soften those voices, quiet the stories, release some of the mental chatter. And the way we've been doing it this week is a practice that is essentially just trying to focus on the breath. And I say just, but it's not a simple practice. It's called a practice for a reason. Our mind is a powerful tool, and sometimes that can take over. So know that throughout this whole practice, if you do get distracted or your mind wanders, that's okay. That's completely normal. All I'm going to ask, though, is that you show up, allow yourself this time to breathe, maybe try to focus on the breath, and give yourself some grace and compassion with it too, right? If your mind wanders halfway through, or you get distracted, or you start thinking about something else, that's okay. Notice it, but then allow yourself the chance to start again, right? So wherever you're at, find a comfortable position. Maybe that's seated in the chair that you just did your stretches in, or maybe if you're at home and it's safe and comfortable, you could lie down. So wherever that position is for you, just start to ease into it. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths here, softly in and softly out, softly in and softly out. Know that I will guide you through this whole practice. I'll guide you both in and out of it. We will be using a timer, so we'll hear 2 bells. The first bell is going to indicate that our time has started, and the second bell naturally is going to indicate that we have finished. So what you do with that time in between is entirely up to you. But I invite you to just arrive, right? No expectations, no worries about what it needs to look like or what it should feel like. Just let it be what it is and see what happens. So again, I invite you for the next several minutes to simply arrive. Allow yourself to come into this space without any expectations, without any worries or fears, even any hopes or even thoughts of positivity. Just try to let all of that go. And start to come into this moment. Come into right here and right now. If you haven't already, I invite you to close the eyes. Close the eyes or soften your gaze. And allow yourself to bring all of your focus inside. Letting go of any outside mental chatter. Putting down any distractions, any anxieties, anything that's taking up your mental space. See if you can release that and bring all of your focus here to this moment. With your eyes closed, see if you can see yourself. Using the mind's eye, visualizing, imagining, however you describe it. Can you picture in your mind how you are right here, right now? Allowing yourself to observe yourself in your entirety. One complete being, from head to toe, front to back, side to side, inside to out. Acknowledging both your physical and energetic bodies. And then breathing into that, breathing into your entire being here. Softly inhale. And then softly exhale. Softly inhale. And softly exhale. Again, if your mind wanders throughout this practice, you notice your thoughts have interrupted, that's okay. Acknowledge it, notice it, but then try to let those thoughts go. Try to release any distractions, let them pass as quickly as they came, let them leave. And then bring yourself back here to right now. Breathing in and breathing out. As you're ready, bring all of your awareness to your breath. With eyes still closed, see if you can watch the breath. Watch it as it enters your body, traveling in through the nose, swirling in the throat, coming down into your lungs, expanding the chest. And then watch as it transforms, leaving the body, exiting the lungs, passing back through the throat and out the nose and mouth. Watching as you breathe in, and then watching as you breathe out. And noticing Noticing the physical qualities of your breath. Seeing as the warm, thick air comes into the body, physically transforming the shape that you are, broadening the chest, jutting out the belly, sensing it in the nostrils. And then as the breath leaves, watch as the body softens and surrenders. Noticing how the breath itself can transforming your physical body and your energetic body. With every breath in, watch as your blood lights up, watch as the oxygen enters, watch as your whole being ignites. And then as the breath leaves, watch as your body softens. Watch as your energy calms. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. And a soft breath in. And then a soft breath out. Continuing to watch the breath, feel the breath. Allow the breath to connect you to this very moment. Watching as you inhale and watching as you exhale. Your mind has wandered once more, that's okay. Notice it, acknowledge it, and then give yourself permission to return. Return to the breath. Come back to this moment. If you need a more concrete point of focus, I invite you to find a point or a place on your body, on your physical body. Maybe it's the nostrils or the throat. Perhaps it's the chest and the rib cage. Maybe it's the belly. Wherever that point is for you, observe it with every breath in and every breath out. Notice as your physical body responds to the breath. Maybe you feel the rush of air, the sensation of a breeze on the nostrils. Maybe you can sense the swirling of the breath as it sits and flows back through your throat. Perhaps you sense the broadening and expanding of the lungs and the ribs, the entire chest in all directions. And then watch as it softens and sinks as the breath leaves. Perhaps you place one hand on the low belly, feeling the belly button push out with every breath in. And then watch as it sinks back towards your spine with every breath out. Wherever this point is for you, keep your focus there. Letting it be your anchor point, anchoring you to this moment, anchoring you to the breath. Allowing yourself to stay steady, steady in this moment, despite the thoughts, despite the external interruptions. Come back to the breath, come back to your anchor point. Just as the anchor steadies the ship when the storm rolls in, allow the breath to steady your mind when the storm of thoughts appears. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Once again, coming back to the breath and trying to observe it for one full cycle. Watching either the breath itself or your anchor point. And notice when the inhale comes in, and then watch as it transforms into the exhale, back out the body. If you can watch for one full cycle, I invite you to try and watch for two. If you can observe for two, try and go for three. If you can observe for three, watch for four. And then just keep watching. Watching the breath as it moves in and moves out. As it moves in and moves out. Moves in. Moves out. If at any point you get distracted or lose your way, that's all right. Come back to the breath. Give yourself permission to start again. And know that you have infinite amount of chances to start again. As long as the breath is moving, you always have an opportunity to reconnect. Focus on the breath. Focus on this moment. Watching as you breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Coming into the final few minutes of our practice, I will let go of my verbal guidance and continue to breathe with all of you. We'll hear one final bell indicating that our time is over. And until then, continue to breathe, focusing on the breath or focusing on your anchor point. Continuing to allow yourself the chance to connect with this very moment. Connect with right now. Watching as you breathe in, and then watching as you breathe out. Watching as you breathe in, and watching as you breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. A soft breath in and a soft breath out. Allow yourself to let go of any focus, any anchor points. Just come back into this moment. Feel into your entire body. Feel into your being. Noticing a sense of calm, a sense of ease. If you wish to stay here, continuing to breathe, by all means, please do so. Otherwise, as you're ready, when you're ready, softly blink the eyes back open. Come on back into the space that you're in. As always, thank you guys so much for participating. Those of you that are both at home, as well as all of the participants that are out in our main room, thank you guys for showing up, participating, and being present. We love this opportunity to continue to connect with you. We appreciate it more than you know. And yeah, we'll keep doing it as long as you keep showing. So thank you guys again so much. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. We will be back again this afternoon for our rehabilitative strength class that focuses on strength and endurance, and it's at 1:30 Colorado time. So hopefully we'll see you then. Otherwise, we'll be back Monday morning at 10 o'clock for another session of morning mindfulness. Either way, we hope you guys have a wonderful day and continue to take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Thanks so much.